This is Rich with Rich Baum Photography, and I have had a request from Matt Alexander Rose from Roanoke, Virginia. Matt says, having some issues with the dreaded fan shadows versus lampshade shadows, at a loss at how to fix this. So he wants to know, I'm not sure if I'm using too much flash, not enough. Any help would be amazing. Okay, I just want to now go into Lightroom. Today I shot a house and I had the dreaded ceiling fan shadow. There we go. It's not a real bad one, but it definitely is there, and this will show you an example of how to get rid of it. So the main thing you want to do, this is straight out of camera, and I've used just one single speed light here. And the first thing I'm going to do is go to my ambient shot, and here's the ambient shot straight out of camera. And what I want to do, and I've got a nice exposure here in this closet. The windows are blown out, but I don't care. But we're really dealing with this shadow right here in the flash shot. So basically what I want to do is I want to now take my flash shot and I'm going to give it my full bump. There we go. And I like the shot the way it is. I could almost deliver this straight out of camera, but I've got that dreaded fan shadow. So basically, listen here, Matt. You want to point your flash straight up. And I still got a little flash shadow here, but I always try and bounce my flashes straight up about 18 inches below the ceiling. And if you're going straight up, it tends to not create forward moving light. So that's not going to, hopefully not going to create a fan shadow. I've got a little tongue tied. So listen, what I want to do here is I've got this flash shot. And I like the colors, I like everything about it. And now I'm going to highlight the ambient shot. I'm going to go back and forth. See, now what we need to do here is make this closer to this color here. So what I'm going to do here is first I'm going to do my ambient yellow out. And that's going to take it a little closer to what I want. But I want to now take out more of the orange. And I'm really only concerned about this in here. So let's go back and forth. So I've got much greener here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more time. I'm now going to try and do, to get this a little greener, I'm going to try and do a white balance tool. And I'm going to go right here. This is kind of a neutral gray. Okay, well, we got a little bit closer, not really. So I'm going to try it on another thing. I'm going to try this door jamb white. Well, it's not very good, so let me try it again. Let's try it over here. This might be it right here. Oh, that's actually not great, so I'm going to go again. I'm going to go right here for that. Okay, and I found my white balance eyedropper. I found the closest I can get to getting that same color of green. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to desaturate this ambient shot a little bit. I'm going to take out even more of the yellows and orange. And then I'm going to bring up the exposure slightly, and I'm going to take out a little bit of the aqua. There we go. A little bit of the green. So, pretty close. I'm going to accept it. So, now what I want to do, since I've made my ambient shot pretty good to the flash shot, now I'm going to highlight both, and I'm going to right-click, edit in Opus as layers in Photoshop, as I always do if you watch my YouTube channel. Now I'm going to take this time to say you want to subscribe and hit the like button if you want, or no like, and hit the little bell on the bottom right, and that will let you know any updates I've got coming in. And anyway, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're in I'm actually getting this off the Facebook group. So now let's highlight both these layers, and I'm just going to hit Command 1, which will auto align, and hit OK, return, and I've got my images auto aligned. And now I'm going to highlight the top layer, which is the ambient, and I'm just going to hold down, add a new layer mask, and the option button, and click the left key and the left button on my mouse, and there we have the masked shot. We have the flash shot here. So the first thing I like to do is let's take care of that dreaded fan shadow. And one thing I'm going to try is luminosity. It may work good, it may not. So I'm just going to make my paintbrush about this big. I've got white I've got the paintbrush, I've got zero hardness, and I've got 6% flow, as I always teach, and I'm just going to go in here and paint this in. There we go. Now we're getting little bits of color changes. So I'm going to make this a little bigger. Oh, get a little bit of ambient in that closet over there. So let's see how that looks. A little bit orange. You know what though? It's sometimes we got to compromise, Matt. Let me try one thing. Let me look. If I change it from luminosity to normal mode, look at over here. Let's see how that affects it. Oh, I like it better in normal. So here's an example that the normal mode here, watch right here. Let me go a little closer in here. Okay, so that matte blended in really well. Let's go down here to luminosity and watch over here. Watch what happens when I turn to luminosity. I'm getting that orange cast, and that's from luminosity. So I'm just going to go bring it back to normal, and I'm very happy with it. So let's just finish this image off. So I got rid of, as you can see, let's just turn this layer off. You can see I went from the dreaded fan shadow to the no dreaded fan shadow. I'm going to add in a little more ambient here. There we go. A little more shadows in here. Watch what the ambient does to this bed. It's giving you a little bit of definition. There we go. Back in here. Going to get rid of some of the shine from the flash. I'm going to go hit it up here. Some ambient up here. Here we go. There we go. And as Emerald, the chef, says, bam! That wasn't so hard. So listen, Matt, I'm going to bring it back. Hit Command SW on a Mac. I'm going to bring it back into Lightroom here. I'm going to crop out the little bit of adjustment we had from me doing my aligning layers. I have to just crop out the corners a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to just bring that in here. Anyway, here we go. And I think I've accomplished it. And if this isn't exactly what you want, feel free to comment. But I think this is what you were looking for. And it was a fast, easy way, is if you can see right here. Let's go right here again. This is before, okay, with the fan shadow. And here's after. There we go, and after. And you know what? I don't mind this light here because that's all natural right there. That's part of the room. So anyway, I'm pleased with it. I hope you are too. This is Rich with Rich Baum Photography, Sacramento, California, saying hang out with me and Rich's tips and tricks for real estate photography. Got some really big news coming up next year. It's, when is it now? It's November 1st, and we're rocking it. And I'm going to have a big announcement either next month or January. So stay with me. Talk to you later. Bye. Shut down this. Let me see how I got to shut this down. There we go. Oh gosh, I always do. You'd think I would know how to do this now. Stop screen recording.